Alright, hi everyone. I don't know who's going to see this, probably no one really, but I have put so many hours into Stalker Gamma, which is a mod for Stalker Anomaly. It has over 518 mods, although I did add one mod to mine, which is Sleep Without Shelter. I'll show you why. It has hideout building, and I have gone through a lot of work constructing a hideout in the Meadows. Meadows is a very interesting place. It's a custom area that was originally cut from the original Shadow of Chernobyl. Was added as part of Anomaly and Gamma. There is a glitch currently, so once you clear the area, no new things spawn, with the exception of hit squad. So in the area over there, in that little house region here, I had a bunch of neighbors, stalkers, but shortly before I started this video, a hit squad of mercenaries trying to kill me came and killed all my neighbors. And all my other neighbors of mutants and renegades that lived in this little place here are already dead, so I'm all alone. Yay! Over here we have a grave commemorating all that I've lost. I went and constructed that. Over here you'll go and see a bunch of targets that I've gone and constructed for right about over there. You see I have a little shooting post there. That's how I can go and shoot out at all the targets. This is my save campfire. So essentially you can only save in campfires in this mod. Over here are bodies that refuse to despawn. This is from a duty quest line in order to, find the PDA. This was my tent. I just wanted to see how the tent worked, and that is the invisible flame. I set a campfire there, and it is sunk for the ground. And no matter how many times I extinguish it, whenever I return to the map, it is always there. As you can see, I have boarded up most of the windows. Technically, that serves no actual purpose. Although, who knows? Maybe a hit squad will come in and actually try to storm my base. Got some more external lights here. Great place, great place. We have my suit that I put here. And please don't kill me. Okay. We have my little secret place right there. Now, if I enter the water, you'll see this water is very radioactive. But, you know what? Let's go and just take a quick anti-radiation drug. Oh boy, that was very radioactive. Even the radiation drug is struggling. That is amazing. Wow, this place is an irradiated wasteland. Who knew? Oh, let's drink some coffee. Well, as you can see, this entire floor is flooded. It's very flooded, in fact. So I added. Oh God, I'm going to die of radiation poisoning. More drugs. Pump them directly into my veins. And I'm gonna put my helmet on. You'll have to hear my character's breathing the whole time. But yeah, I have this whole underground area that I set up. I never did anything with it. I put some crates here and make it look like I was storing my wooden supplies. But and that water is just so irradiated that it's death. So it took a lot of effort. These are all actually walls that I've gone and are using as a full floor, and then you have all these lights. So it's nice. And over here, it should be fine now that I'm wearing the helmet. We have this cool psi thing. We have a milk can where I'm making moonshine, and we have a safe, which would store my #1 belonging if I had remembered to put them in there. I'm a very lazy boy. Now sometimes if you run straight into that, because of how the collision works, you will die, but that didn't happen, so we're all good. Map of the zone, pretty cool little hallway decoration. This room, nothing in it, useless. Yeah. Over here, my kitchen. We got all my canned food, a poster of how much humanity's degraded, cutting board, empty board game, a forbidden prop that is no longer an actual usable item, but you can still build as a placeable prop in Gamma. Bowls, plates, a fridge that prevents my meat from spoiling, where I store all my alcohol and cooked stuff, for the most part. Delicious rat skewers. Yum, yum, yum. And we have our chili bean plant, one of several, another bowl, and we have gasoline, which now that's just placeable. That doesn't actually in-game serves anything, but if I can get fuel, I can cook through this oven, which is nice. That's cool. Oh yeah, and we have lights, but the lights bleed through the walls, so it's fun. Go over here. Living room. Oh yeah. We stare at the static until we lose our mind. We can stare at the static until we lose our mind. We can stare at the anyway. You can't run from heaven poster. Random chair I placed. My outfit is a stalker. Cool plant. Couch, which you can not sleep on, but it does require a bed rest to sleep, which is kind of dumb. But whatever. Over here, my workshop. This is where I construct everything. We got all my outfits here. At this point, I'm at the end game. In fact, this is the very last thing I am doing before I officially end this playthrough and start an Unsig playthrough. The goal is to do an Unsig playthrough, do the Hollow Boundaries quest line, and then I'm going to do a military and do that Operation Monolith. So we have our electronic stuff, Psy helmet, ashtray for when I smoke, more beans. This is where, random stuff. This was where I kept a lot of my weapons, but things kind of became unorganized near the end. So there's just a bunch of random junk here and there. Random junk, hoorah. Except for that, that's actually organized. That's where I keep my gun parts. I'm very happy with the guns I have. I use an AKMS, a Raptor, and an SVDS, all fully upgraded. The workbench can actually be used as a stash, carries up to 300 pounds. So we have all kinds of stuff here, including expert tools and etc. Always make sure you save lots of wood if you want to build something like I got here. It's insane. If we go over here, turn the lights on. This is my personal office. So we got some papers there, a fan, computer, keyboard, and all that. Now, fun little fact: the computer here, the mouse, keyboard, and the PC, and basically anything computer related, you cannot actually craft. You can only buy from vendors. And I thought that was unique. Got spiral notebook, functional radio. Now I am going to turn it off just because I don't know if that plays copyrighted music or not, and I don't want to risk it. This channel is made for fun. This video is made for fun, but I want people to see it if they can. This is my bedroom. It's nothing special. Little flooring, not a 300-pound crate full of my random junk and artifacts. Now I do have the Lucifer artifact, so I have to sacrifice quite a bit. If you aren't aware what the Lucifer artifact does, basically it's a byproduct of the Knot artifact. It's an artifact that no matter what, it will always be in your backpack. You can't get rid of it. It has beneficial effects, damage reduction, speed increase, health regen, psi regen, carry weight. As long as it's over 51% condition, the condition's always going down, and the only way to increase the condition is by sacrificing artifacts, like so. Boom, plays a spooky sound. Do not sacrifice a death lamp if you have the Lucifer, or you'll be in for a nasty surprise. I did that, and I'm so glad that I saved, or else I would have been fucked. Over here we have one of many artifact displays we have here. Heart of the Oasis, ball, chain, all that. They're cool, they look nice. They glow in the dark too, and yeah, that's the first floor we got here. Now I use this natural debris to make a second floor. We have a little playroom here, got some money, got some hookah, smoke the weed or whatever. What do you even smoke in a hookah? I don't know, I've only seen hookahs in some movies, but we're gonna move past that. Guitar, you can't play, well you can play guitar, but not the placeable guitar. The placeable guitar is basically useless, it's just for decoration. We got a box up there, nothing stored in there, more plants in beans. Oh, Soviet propaganda, it really goes keeps the whole room together. I added this flooring here so that the whole would be, not as jarring. Bathroom, added some flooring here so that, it didn't have carpet where I was going to shower. Now these do not actually function in terms of gameplay, but I just like having them here in terms of aesthetic. Over here, one of many artifacts rooms. Pull out my old scanner. Look at these babies. Oh no, the empties are fading through, but oh, they're beautiful. Awesome. Amazing artifacts. Oh, for so many rubles, and they look so good. Good thing they're not as radioactive. In fact, due to Gamma, the only artifact that exudes radiation is the Death Lamp, which is very deadly. Okay, we'll go through here. This is kind of like before this playthrough, I did an anomaly playthrough over like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, so I kind of think of this as like my ecologist room, because it was the ecologist playthrough. Sorry, just drinking some water. So we got the laptop, we got stuff, we got Gary. Hi Gary, say hi Gary. I don't like the way Gary looks at me. I've never actually looked at his eyes. Look how bloody bloodshot they are. That is creepy. Ugh. Anyway, more artifacts here. You know, lobster eye, battery. That is that knot artifact I was talking about. You use that, and you get the Lucifer. And I think that's an eye right there. Oh, it looks like an eye from like an eye star. Oh, so it was. I get it. Now we go over here. We got more artifacts. Now these ones, they're all tier 0, which means I can see them without a scanner. There are mainly perk artifacts. The beacon's very interesting. If you kill someone while you have the beacon, you teleport to the location of their death. Could be very interesting, especially in areas like the Chernobyl power plant where the monoliths are like in roofs. Imagine sniping one and teleporting to that top area that's normally only accessible like in the original Shadow Chernobyl when you're teleporting around those anomalies. That would be cool. Another empty room blocked off. Go through here. This is my med bay. We got more artifacts here because you gotta show them all, boom boom. They're all visible. Mine's a skull, which is, in my opinion, the most interesting. It's just because that's a human skull, literally. Seraphim, which is also extremely interesting. So what that does is, if you die, it resurrects you. Metal is also interesting because it redirects some of the damage you take to your allies. So it's just very interesting artifacts. We have an anomalous plant here, which is not actually anomalous. There has a whole description here. I'll even pick it up to show you. Yep, a crude artificial plant created by a stalker out of electrical insulation cloth. It's not known whether to be a work of art or to sell to a very gullible artifact buyer. Well, you have all our medical equipment here in this little dark room that I realized I never installed lighting. But hey, look at this buddy. He says it's okay. So we're going to open here. All the doors are the same because these are the only doors that could really fit within this door frame style. And I had to install these wooden beams because if I don't, it doesn't look good. And there's just this empty space above. It's just not fun. We're going to save that room for last because that is the best room in the entire place. Enter here. Armory. So we have a bunch of guns I've collected. Gauss rifle there. Miscellaneous shotgun, miscellaneous pistols, miscellaneous rifles, SMGs, ammo crates. You know, it's just armory living. Empty room, useless, not used at all. Over here, another, this is like the guest bedroom almost. That's a gas lamp. I like the sound effect. Yeah, that's a good sound effect. Go in here, we have some crazy artifacts. We got Phantom Star, we got Prometheus, which is the artifact you get at the end of the Living Fire quest line, which was hell for me. I hated that. A compass, bats, crystal, electron, you know, it was compass, very good artifact, very famous artifact. I have to argue it's one of the more famous high tier artifacts in the game. Go up here, little light. Boop. We have my shooting post. Bang! Wow! Oh, that one was a near miss. Did that one hit? I don't think it hit. Well, that's what I get for using a shotgun. I should have used a sniper rifle. Oh well. Nope, I'm not leaving until I snipe that thing. Here we go. Oh, no ammo. Hold on. Here we go. Can I get a bullseye? Bullseye. Give me a bullseye. Did I miss? I can't tell if I'm hitting it or not. I'm just gonna assume that I missed, and my stalker is finally going blind. I did not plant this here, but I've realized it's here, and that's cool. You know, I wish you could place radios like this in game, but you can't. There's a lot of items you can't make in game because you know it's all modded, it's all limited. Now we're gonna enter my favorite room, and that's the trophy room / music room. That's the armory, right here. Turn the lights on. You can look at all my kills, and I don't want this video to get taken down. Beethoven 5th? Or here, Bandit Radio. Yeah, you can play a variety of songs. And you could stare at my many, many trophies.